My story and introduction to the digestive system. This content below is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Now, that when I was growing up, I had a lot of problem with overeating and binging. I could go to an all country buffet by myself. I could go and eat all 3 menus in a single day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Orient can eat. Korean barbecue was probably one of my favorite. And I would just go by myself. And I wouldn't even ask any of my friends. I don't even take my phone. And it's compounded to a lot of problems for my health. Just because I look somewhat fit and I exercise, it didn't mean I was healthy at all. I had a lot of sinus issues. Took a lot of antihistamines that did not work. I had restless feet syndrome. I couldn't sleep properly. I was constantly stressed out. This is a photo of me back in 2015, constantly experiencing fatigue, bloating, brain fog all around. My biggest problem is constipation. Now, I was doing research on this. Every single month, there are over 800,000 people keying in constipation in Google. And if you look over here, we got over 300,000 just on mobile searches. Now, a lot of these people, they were just like me. My theory is that these people were on a toilet, just like I was, looking for answers. I struggled with constipation for years. I couldn't time my number 2 like a Swiss train. Everything was random. So I went on this quest to find out how potentially fix this problem. Just what is the digestive system? How did it work? How could I optimize it? So the learning begins, embarrassingly, I didn't know shit about human physiology. The first thing I did was get a couple of books, starting from human physiology. I didn't even know what happens to food after I ate it. Now, what I learned is that we're all the same when it comes to the digestive system. It doesn't matter where you come from. We're all built from the same from the inside because we're all human beings. Digestion first begins in the mouth. Food enters your mouth, you chew, and goes down to the esophagus. Next, the food goes into your stomach. The stomach produces acids, such as enzymes, to break down the food. Next, the food enters your small intestines for nutrient absorption. The small intestine can get as long as 20 feet. Now, just how long is 20 feet? From the floor to that basketball rim is 10 feet off the floor. Your small intestine can get as long as 2 of these things. After it goes to the small intestines, it enters your large intestine. This is the ascending portion, transverse, and descend. Now, the large intestine is roughly 5 feet in length. So altogether, you have 20 feet of your small intestines plus another 5 feet of your large intestines, 25 feet total in length. That's about 7.6 meters. The colon, your large intestine, you got the absorption of water and mineral ions, formation and temporary storage for feces. For me, it did not feel temporary for me. It felt like permanent storage. It felt like, is anybody paying rent down there? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the alimentary canal. Alimentary comes from Latin, which means nourishment or food. Thinking about your digestive system, think about it mechanically. Starting with your mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. What this program is going to do, we're going to focus on cleaning out the small and large intestine comprehensively. Thinking about your body, thinking about your health, we have to understand what goes in. The food that you eat through your mouth must go out. And for a lot of my adult life, I did not have this. I was eating a lot, but there was nothing coming back out. So that caused a lot of constriction, a lot of problems within my health, because over time, this fecal matter becomes very toxic to your system. It is going to compound into other problems, compound into other symptoms. And if you go to the doctor, a lot of people are just treating symptoms. They're not looking at the root cause of the problem. This program is not for everybody. You have to use your discernment. You have to use your own judgment. Do not proceed with this program if you have fecal impaction, chronically constipated for over 5 days at a time. You're finding blood in your stools constantly, so you have to use your judgment. I'll see you in the next video.